Say hi to Jerome.
I'd just like to share that we recognize Jerome's struggle is one that is indicative of the larger struggle that he advocates. We know that Jerome is a co-chair for SUCCOR, an organization of indigenous and Moro peoples in the Philippines, and was simply here to try to share the stories and the situation in the Philippines that are escalating against Moro and indigenous peoples. Indigenous and Moro peoples are simply asking for their sovereignty and self-determination as a human right. We recognize that this land also is a site for indigenous struggles and sovereignty, and we connect those issues in asking for justice. The U.S. government's unwillingness to allow people like Jerome to speak about the escalating state violence and the state-sanctioned plundering of ancestral lands is abhorrent. We call the U.S. to allow Jerome and Tree to speak, and other peace and justice advocates to come, so that we can build true and just peace all around the world. The Philippine government is calling those who challenge them terrorists, but we see who the real terrorists are. We see the people who are assaulting indigenous and Moro people in the Philippines. And we call the U.S. government to not also do the same thing. I was talking with my mom yesterday, and she shared with me, I told her the story about what has happened to Jerome, and I was very angry. She told me that sounds exactly like what things are like under Marcos. And we know that escalating fascist violence in the Philippines under Marcos, how devastating that was. And we will not stand for that to happen again. No. So I call all of you to call for this country to stand against that fascist violence, because we know that the U.S. did not stand against fascist violence under Marcos. And it looks like it's not doing the same under Duterte, but we call it to do so. Because if this country considers it to be just, then it's got to act in a just way. Resistance is our right. Solidarity with the Moro and indigenous peoples are our duty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Justice for Jerome. Thank you.
The people united
We'll never be defeated.
will never be defeated.
The people united.
El pueblo unido
Jamás será vencido.
jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido. Ngayon ay lumalaban. Ang tao, ang bayan.
Today we're out here. We're raising awareness about what's happening internationally. Today I'm going to be singing a song called Panawagan. In Filipino, that means the call. We're here protesting, and we're here doing an action because we want to take up the call so no one has to be detained or deported again. Jerome, a Muslim from the Philippines, was here to raise awareness. He was here to defend the people's right to be activists and to organize. He was here to defend indigenous peoples, to defend the land, to defend water, to defend people's livelihood.
all watch.
May panawagan, may panawagan. Sa lawak ng parang sa dinaning kabundugan ay may panawagan. Anyong tugon, ikaw ang magpapasya. Sa iyong pagsulong ka lamang ang hahadlang. Anyong armas ay talim na niyong paninindigan. Sabayang ang loob pagkat buhay ang aray sa panawagan. Sa bawat pumulong, sa baril nila'y lumalabas. Segundong ang tugon narating sa sambayanan. Sa bawat dugong pinaiting ng luba. Sa bawat buhay na kanilang sinasayang. Lumalagas, sumisigaw, humihiyaw, dumadaluyong panawagan.
The people united will never be defeated. Will never be defeated. The people united. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido. Ang tao, ang bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. Ngayon ay lumalaban. Ang tao, ang bayan.
Anyong tugon, ikaw ang magpapasya. Sa iyong pagsulong ka lamang ang hahadlang. Anyong armas ay talim na niyong paninindigan. Sabayang ang loob pagkat buhay ang alay sa panawagan. Sa bawat pumulong, sa baril nila'y lumalabas. Segundong ang tugon naraping sa sambayanan. Sa bawat dugong pinangiting ng luba. Sa bawat buhay na kanilang sinasayang. Lumalakas, sumisigaw, humihiyaw, dumadaluyong ay panawagan.
When human rights are under attack, what do we do? Rise up, fight back. When human rights are under attack, what do we do? Rise up, fight back. When human rights are under attack, what do we do? Rise up, fight back. Make some noise for yourselves, y'all. My name is Kenneth Cabrillo. I'm with Kapitan Alliance. It is a national alliance of Filipino-American youth and fighting for the rights and welfare of Filipinos here in the U.S. as well as the Filipinos back home. I come to you today
Live stream on Future ICHRP.
in infuriated mind and infuriated spirit because of the fact that Jerome, a human rights activist, a peace defender from Mindanao, was here. He was here to talk to all of you in the U.S. You who are driving in your cars right now, taking your kids to school.
PNW.
You in DHS, who
ICHRP-US.
were the ones who approved his visa to come here. And yet you were not the ones to defend that visa. And yet CBP be the ones to say there's a glitch. How the hell can there be a glitch when it was you that said approve the 10 years approval of his visa to come here and talk to state senators, to talk to the churches, to talk to the people of the U.S. about the human rights violations of the Philippines. I think about Jerome being a 25-year-old Muslim man in Mindanao. I think about how he came here to represent so many, to talk about the truth of what is going on in the Philippines, that so many of the U.S. people don't understand, that they don't know about the 14,000 people that are getting killed in the drug war, about martial law in Malawi, about the crack detention is part and parcel with allowing Duterte to do what he wants, and has done the same by putting him in incommunicado with no communication, no right to his lawyer, allowing him to be put in interrogation for 22 hours. 22 hours he was left with no communication, no right to a lawyer, which is exactly what civil rights is. So I come to you today to ask each and every one of you to lift up your voices, lift up your anger, and lift up your strength, because we're going to let you know, DHS as a representative of the Trump administration, that you should be ready. You should be ready because the people are going to keep coming in mass. Jerome's situation has allowed us to bring more strength, more strength to the movement to fight for the rights and liberation of Filipinos, the rights and liberations of all people across the world. And you should expect that this is just merely a dress rehearsal for what is to come. The people will be ready, and you're going to be down one day or another. The U.S. will be condemned for the crimes against the people, and same for Duterte. The people are coming for you, so better be ready. Maraki Baka!
One more tackle!